Okay, hopefully the screen's okay again. I still haven't come up with a introduction for this channel. That's okay. I'll get there. And I'm finding that doing this TV show is like, it takes a lot of time, but I think it's worth it. And I am really enjoying going over the show and the characters, and I've been kind of seeing things that I haven't seen before and realizing things that I haven't realized before. So for today, I thought I'd go old school and just do a PowerPoint presentation, because that's the easiest. I mean, it just is. So I know, and it's not very good. It's kind of cheesy, but it works. So, oh look, okay. Let me slideshow from the beginning. So I'm not going to do this before every episode. I'm just going to do this whenever there's a new character that's introduced. And since this is the first episode, there are a few characters that need to be introduced. And I wanted to also introduce the actors as well. So, okay, spacebar. Yay! So first we have Dilraba, Dilmurat, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I forgot to look this up. Like, she looks Asian, but that name does not sound Asian at all. But anyway, gorgeous. Those eyes, like, holy cow. Beautiful. So she is one of our main characters. Now, see, I looked this up on Google and it said Fangju, right? I always said Fengju, but you know what? I'll say Fangju. If it's wrong, then you can blame Google. It's not my fault. All right, so she was born with a phoenix feather flower little birthmark on her forehead. And you'll see this in the first episode too. So I tried not to put too much in here. But it came from when Donghua and this is another Google one, Mao Luo, were in a battle, and he like stabs her, and these drops of blood go down into the world or whatever, and one of them goes into Fangju's mother while she's pregnant with her, and that is why she has this birthmark. Her name means Phoenix 9, because she's one of the nine-tailed foxes. And she is one of the only known red nine-tailed foxes in the world. And I'm kind of fond of red, at least I am now. So that's awesome. She is known as the second most beautiful woman. I mean, I'd be happy to be in the top 10, but her aunt apparently is considered the most beautiful. She's going to be the youngest ruler, and this is another Google Translate, Qingqiu. I thought it had a CH sound to it, so we're gonna do that. You can correct me. She is about 30,000 years old, which seems like a lot, but that's actually young for these guys. So, she is very, very spoiled by everybody, not just her family. She causes trouble wherever she goes. She's famous for trouble. She's really good with a sword too, by the way. I didn't put that on here. She can be very childish, which kind of comes along with the spoiled thing, I think. Every time that picture pops up, I blush and my heartbeat goes like 1,000 miles an hour. It's just a picture! Oh my gosh. Okay. So the next, we have Guang. And Vengo, I guess that's like just, I don't know what that is. English, American name, English name, stage name? I don't know. Either way, this is our next main character. And goodness gracious, he's like my age, but he doesn't, I'd kill to look that young. Okay, so anyway, that's our next. And he plays Donghua Dijun. And I've seen Dijun spelled as one word and two. I just kept it as one. So, can you tell I had fun with these little... I think I had more fun with all the little transitions and stuff than anything. That was... Okay, he's the first emperor of the Heaven Clan. And I'll go over more of this when in the episode, too. He united the world. After a while, he passed his title off onto somebody else named, was it Tian Jun? Again, my pronunciation, I'm learning Korean. Chinese is next, but he is known as the walking Buddhist encyclopedia. I know nothing about Buddhism, so maybe I should look into it and see what it's about. Born from the Blue Sea, no parents, so he's not a god or a demon, like technically, I guess, so. But let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention, I'm not going to bring up too much from the book, especially because it's been a while since I read it, but in the book he actually has silver hair. Although it's funny because a lot of her illustrations show him with white hair, so that's kind of interesting. Although I really like the white hair. Of course, I think he looks good with any color hair, so. He was raised by a demon family. This is a character we're going to meet in just a minute. Zaihi? Come on, pronunciation. But this lady's parents, she's a demon. So they raised him, and they named him Donghua, which means brilliance in the east. So he's never really had true family love. So I'm guessing they weren't the warmest family ever. And plus he grew up with a ton of war, like there's a lot of war. And so he kind of becomes cold, kind of shuts himself away is what I'm thinking. He, even though he's usually quiet, has the poker face going on, he has a sharp tongue, and yeah, he can be pretty shameless at times. He does have a lot of confidence in himself, very much, but not like Tool kind of confidence. He doesn't mind making small sacrifices to obtain his goal. So even if it's a little inconvenient for him, as long as he gets what he's going for, doesn't care. All right. Now we get to go with our main bad girl, Zhang Wen. And some of these names were flipped. I don't know which way they go, so I just chose a way and just put it like that, so I apologize if it's wrong. Again, a lot of the age of these actors is like, what? They do not look, they look way younger than their age. And she is no, she's no exception. So, very young. And she gets to play the demon queen, Miao Luo. There we go. The leader of the demon clan, known as the Demon Queen. Although on the English translations on the YouTube show, it always says Demon King, so I don't know what's up with that, but she is definitely bloodthirsty. She doesn't care whose blood it is. She doesn't care if the demons are dying. She just wants what she wants. She has high cultivation, like Donghua. Now, what I'm thinking with cultivation is like their magic ability, because from reading the books and stuff, what I'm getting is you don't just get more powerful the longer you live. It's more like you actually have to do things, and that strengthen your power, and you cultivate it, you grow it. So apparently she's done enough and been around long enough that she has enough power as Donghua. Her battle with Donghua ends in a stalemate. Neither one of them wins. However, Donghua seals her soul in the Ling Bi stone, which I think they just refer to it as soul locking jade for the first part of the show. She was created from dark energy. Woo, scary. So kind of like, no, because he wasn't really created from light energy, but then he wasn't created from dark energy. Okay, anyway. So a lot of the demons don't like her either, because she's bad. And she promises vengeance for being mocked away in this jade stone. She's pissed. All right, next character. Or, well, I should say actor first. See, this one had two names, so James Lee Dongheng. Another one that looks nothing like his age. He plays Lian Song. Alright, he's the third son of the current Emperor of Heaven, Tianjun. So the guy that Donghua gave the title to. He is a good friend to Donghua and pretty much probably his only friend. And throughout the whole show, he really is like, and they just rib each other the whole time, and it's fun to watch. He was born under the sea, and every time I read that, I think of The Little Mermaid, and I get that song in my head. He is the water god of the four seas. And let me tell you, again, through this whole thing, sometimes there's the four seas, there's like always different numbers of worlds, and I still haven't quite got that together yet, so don't ask me. Known to be somewhat of a playboy. Fun person to be around, and he loves to tease. You will definitely see that throughout these episodes. Known for gossiping a lot. Definitely. But he can keep a secret when it really counts. So he is always carrying a fan. I think that's even what he's carrying in this picture, is a fan. Always has one. And despite his reputation, he actually is now in love with Cheng Yu, which we will meet in a different episode. She's not in the first one. Next character, or actor, Wang Yiming. Really young. He's actually really young. I'm sorry about all these pictures, because some of these guys I can find zero pictures of. I took this one from the actual show. And he plays the character Jing Wei. So he's a bird. His other form is a bird, and not like just some little piddling bird, like a big bird. Big bird. Sorry. Bai Zhen's mount. We will meet Bai Zhen in just a minute. It's Feng Zhu's uncle. So his bird form, that's what he rides, is this Jing Wei. He is Feng Zhu's classmate. And I got this from the book. I could be remembering this totally wrong, so don't quote me on this, but I think he is one of the birds from Fanyan Valley, which you will learn about like way later in the show. So don't worry about that. All right, next actor, Baron Chen. Definitely doesn't look his age. One of the oldest ones, I should say, out of the characters that I have. Out of the main characters, I guess. Doesn't look it at all. Very jealous. He plays Ji Yan. So, he is the world's first phoenix. I would love to see him in his phoenix form. That would be awesome. And he is very ancient, just like Donghua. They are both like ancient history. Very old. He tries to stay out of everything. He's like, don't get me involved. He just stays in his 10 miles of peach blossoms, this orchard that he planted, and he guards it. He supposedly makes some really good wine, like the best. I don't drink, so I probably couldn't try it, but oh, maybe I could. He's actually friends with the Fox clan. They're actually pretty close. Let's see. Yeah, he's one of the very few deities that hold the title of Dijun. And from the translation on the show, it's like Your Majesty or something. I don't know. That's what they translated it as, so I don't know what it actually means. All right, next, Hwang Junji. Although he looks Korean to me. You know, I should have looked up ethnicities for all these. I don't know why he looks Korean, and his name sounds Korean to me, at least the way I'm pronouncing it. Hwang Junji. Probably not. Anyway, he's actually Bai Zhen. He is the fourth son of the Fox King, and he is Fangju's uncle. I'm never gonna get used to that. He has a very good relationship with Jian. They're like, I think they always show them together anyway. They're good friends. And he loves to drink, so I don't know if that's part of it or all of it, or just, you know. He wants to have a carefree life. Some of this stuff I got off of Wikipedia, so if it's wrong, then I apologize. He absolutely loves Fangju, and he spoils her very much. All right, now we've got some of the demons here. This is the main one that we get to meet. He's played by Wayne Liu. Don't know how to say that other one. Liu Rulin. We'll go with Wayne. Much easier. He plays Yan Chiwu. We'll get to meet him later as well. Well, I mean, you see him in the first episode, but you don't really get to know him really well until a lot later. So, he is one of the 7 lords of the demon clan. He's known to be as beautiful as a woman. That's how he's described in the book as well. I say he's beautiful, but I wouldn't say womanly beautiful. I think he's very handsome, though. Many people mistake him for a woman when they first meet him. He is in love with Ji Hang, or is it Ji Hang? Because Jiang. We'll go with it. We'll meet her a little bit later too. I think she comes in fairly soon. He's very brutish, not always the brightest, and he's very crappy at writing. He's not very good with his words. Very in your face. He likes to challenge Donghua to fights. He does. Yeah, I don't know, because he's always saying, he's like, oh, he's not so scary. You know, he's not so tough. I can take him. So. And then later on, he becomes friends with Fangju. Very good friends. Next demon. Or, I should say actor. And here we go again with the names. Dai Zhangyu. And he plays... Oh, great. I forgot to look up this name. Nye Chuyin. We'll go with that pronunciation. For him, okay, so he is one of the 7 demon lords as well, but he is not a very good one. He's obsessed with furs, and I recall him talking about feathers too, but I think fur is his main thing. He loves furs. Very power hungry, very, very. He will, deceitful, backstabbing. He will do anything. See, to increase his power and his cultivation. I'll just go that far for now, just because I don't want to give anything away. We'll get into, well, I think we'll get into it pretty soon, really. All right, next actor, Jin Jihao. So they're all good looking, but he plays Zhu Yang. I want to say Yang, but ruler of the Red Demon Clan. And I think, you know what, I'll keep that thought for now. Jiang's adopted brother, because I think Jiang was adopted into his family. Sworn brothers with Yan Qiwu. Very close. He wants Jiang to marry Donghua because it will strengthen his powers. They'll have like this alliance going on, even though Yan Qiwu is in love with her. And this is just my opinion from the whole show, is he's a very good leader. He definitely has a good head on his shoulders. Very good leader. Next, Wang Zhao, or is it Zhao Wang? Anyway, or Lawrence Wang. And see, he's another one of the older ones, but doesn't look it. Is there something in the water or something? Because you have to send me some of that. Alright, he is the one in charge of mankind's fate. He's the one with the books with everybody's fate in them. Let's see. He is known as the other walking encyclopedia of heaven. I don't know, I'm not sure if he means Buddhist. I think he just means in general. He is also one that loves to gossip. He knows everything. I mean, he's in charge of fate, so I'm sure he knows a lot. But just like Lian Song, he can keep a secret as well. When it's needed, anyway. And then it's hinted in the book, and apparently the show before this, that he is in love with Feng Zhu. But in this show, I didn't really see much of that. I mean, you can tell that he likes her, but not necessarily in love. Next, we only get to see this guy just for a minute in this first episode, but I want to start introducing the characters as soon as we see them. So this guy, Fan Ji Jin, another really young one. He plays Zhonglin, who is Tai Chen's housekeeper. He is very young, so not only in real life is he very young, but in here he is also a very young person. He serves, this is what it said in Wikipedia, he serves Donghua because he knows Donghua's heart the best. Sounds good to me. Don't know why. In me, this is me. He's very loyal from watching this show, and he is very hardworking. Like, you can count on him 100%. Always. So maybe that's another reason. Alright, and the last character that we meet in this episode, well, okay, I keep doing that. Still doing that. The actress, Wang Yifei, or Fei Wang. Let's see. It's very pretty. Very pretty. She plays Zai He, Donghua's foster sister. So remember that he was brought up with her parents. I think her parents died, is what happened, and then he raises her just out of respect for her parents because they raised him. She's extremely arrogant. She likes to show off. You can tell she's been pampered her whole life, I guess you could say. You can tell she's always got everything she's ever wanted, and just the type of people she's been around, I'm assuming, kind of made her the way she is. Not like Feng Zhu, because I don't know, the people she was around seemed a little more happy. She grew up in Tai Chen Palace, like I said. She is a water deity as well, under Lian Song, so I'm assuming that means maybe he's kind of her teacher. She's supposed to be able to call on the rain. That's like her main job. She is totally in love with Donghua, even though he only cares for her, like I said, because of her parents. She is very jealous of Fengju, and when Fengju comes to the palace, she bullies her big time. Hate bullies. But, although I do kind of feel bad for her still. And let's see, she does not agree with Jiang marrying Donghua. Does not like it. Well, and that'll come in a different episode too, but anyway, I think yep. That was it for the characters and actors. I wanted to give a definite shout out to the directors and screenwriters. I got this from, what's it, IMDb? So I'm gonna assume that this is correct, hopefully. They did an awesome job. Everybody did an awesome job on this show. Everybody. It's amazing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to record the first episode tonight or not. It depends on how much time I have, but at least I got this much. And the end. Yay! And that's the cover to the book. Pretty. Alright, so end of slideshow. Click. Yay! Okay, so where's my mouse? That is the character and actor introduction for episode 1. Don't worry, we won't have to do this like before every show, like I said. It'll be just new characters. So, it's getting hot in here. Okay. And my hair's a mess. What time is it? Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for episode 1, but at least I got this recorded. So, hopefully that gives you kind of an introduction. If you've seen the first episode already, then great. If you haven't, now you have a little information to go into it. And then same with when I record the episode 1, you'll be able to, if you've seen it, then maybe that'll add to it, or if you haven't, then you can go in knowing stuff already. So, hopefully that helps. Love the show, love the actors, love, just love. That's gonna be our word of the day, love. Okay, so anyway, if you like this, please comment, like, subscribe, get some more viewers to this channel, get some more, what do you call it? I'm horrible with words, especially when I get on this camera. More recognition to the show, because this is totally something I could see the entire world totally getting into. Just it reminds me of more like a comic book, or almost like anime or something. Not quite, but the same kind of feel of that, and that people could really get into it and you have like a fan base for it. What is that called? What's that word? I can't think of it. We'll just call it a fan base for now. I can't think of the word. If I do, maybe I'll put it up there. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully that wasn't too boring. I talked a lot. But yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get this going soon. So I will see you guys next time.